Alright, this is Lumix 14 to 42, as you can see here at f3.5, and let's compare it to the Leica 12 to 60 shot at 14mm f2.9. It's very similar. The sharpness is pretty good on both in the center of the frame, but if you look at the edge of the frame, let's see, for example here, they both have a lot of chromatic aberration actually, shooting wide open. This is Lumix. Let's go to the top right corner. You can see a huge difference here. This is the Lumix 14 to 42. If we go to the Leica 12 to 60, the edge is much better controlled here. Much better resolution, very clean image quality. As opposed to 14 to 42, as you can see, it's kind of smudgy and messy. Let's see if stopping it down makes it any better with the 14 to 42 f5.6. Okay, as we can see, there's an improvement. This is wide open. This is stopping down to f5.6 at 14 to 42. Improved, but does it compare to the Leica 12 to 60? This is Leica 12 to 60 wide open. 14 to 42 stopped down. Leica wide open. It looks like Leica wide open has better corner image quality than the Lumix 14 to 42 when stopped down. So it's a really good quality by Leica. This is something you don't notice if you never used like cheap lenses. If you just use Leica lens from the get-go, you never learn to appreciate just how good those Leica optics are. And here you can see the bicycle. There's so much more detail on the Leica version. Okay, this is Leica wide open. This is Leica wide open. This is a Lumix wide open. This looks really smudgy here. This is towards the corner, but also this is center. This is towards the corner, not exactly corner. This is the corner. So this part is really out of focus. Stopping it down, it gets a lot better. This is Leica. Leica wide open is already better than the Lumix 14 to 42 stopping down. So yeah, this is 14mm. As you can see, that's already a huge difference. All these photos are shot on G9 Mark II as well as 25 megapixels, probably a little bit more demanding for the lens. And the 1442 is a very old lens, so it wasn't designed for such high resolution. That might be why. Let's move on to 25mm examples. This is wide open 14 to 42, wide open. Let's zoom in a little bit, see how it looks. Looks pretty good. And the Leica one, also pretty good. There's just not much difference. The 14 to 42 might even look a little bit sharper in the center. All right, this is 14 to 42. It actually looks really nice. This is Leica. Yeah, it's very hard to distinguish these two right now. Let's go to the corner, maybe the top here. Both wide open. The 14 to 42 is doing much better. Oh, but the corner is getting soft. It's better this time at 25mm, but the corner is soft. Let's check. Oh, the Leica is so much better in the corner. Look at this. The quality is just, yeah. It's day and night quality difference. All right, let's stop down the 14 to 42 to f6.3. It's getting better. It cleaned up a little bit before, after. But now look at the Leica 12 to 60, stopping down to f5.6 in the corner. It's so much cleaner than the Lumix version. Yeah, this is something I never knew, is how good the quality on the Leica is. I've been spoiled by the lens, really. Let's check the left side. Why not? This is Leica. This is Lumix 1442. I mean, it is a tiny, super compact small lens, so it's understandable that there's some compromise in terms of image quality. 14 to 42, Leica 12 to 60. Yeah, in each corner, every single corner is yeah, just better on the Leica. All right, the last one is shot on 42 millimeter. 14 to 42. Let's check the center. And Leica 12 to 60 at 42 millimeter. This time it looks like the Leica is sharper, wide open in the center. Let's check again. Yes, it is definitely sharper on the Leica wide open. The 14 to 42 wide open at the very long end, the very end of its telephoto zoom is falling apart a little bit. Could it be that I misfocused on the tree branches? Because I focused on this and then moved the frame over here, so it shouldn't happen, but it shouldn't be that case. Either way, let's check the corner. It's pretty bad. It looks like it's out of focus. It looks like it's out of focus, but I can't really tell. Just these branches looks the most in focus. This is 14 to 42. Now let's look at the Leica. This is also wide open at 42 millimeter. Widest aperture is at 3.9. Not very bright anymore, but decent. Okay, even the corner is really nice. And as you can see, both the sign and the branches are both in focus. So I guess it's not because of out of focus issue, because f3.9 has shallower depth of field than the f5.6 on a 14 to 42. So there's no reason to believe that this one was misfocused. All right, let's stop it down and see how it goes. Stopping down 14 to 42 at f7.1. Let's check out the center. And once again, it looks like it's focused on the branches. Yeah, it's strange. I should retest this. It really looks like it's misfocused. I should retest this part. We'll see. Now let's just take a look at the Leica version in the meantime. It's f5.6. We stop it down. We have a very nice improvement in sharpness overall. Yeah, it's just really nice and sharp. I always complain that the Leica 12 to 60 gets soft from 40 to 60 millimeter wide open, but actually is better than lower end lenses like the 14 to 42. All right, so this is the test. We have seen a pretty big, pretty significant image quality difference in the corner. In the center is really close. Yeah, in the center they are pretty much on par, especially at wide end of the lens. When you zoom in, we may have some issue with the 14 to 42. I'm gonna go and reshoot these pictures at 42 millimeter, and I'll report it back. I'm back with the reshoot. Let's take a look at these 14 to 42 at 42 millimeter, wide open f5.6. This time is better. Let's compare to the last one. The last time I shot it, where was it? Here, this one, wide open. Yeah, I may have been misfocus. Yeah, it's better. It's better this time. You can see the sharpness is it's just cleaner. Okay. All right. The lighting has changed. The sun came out, so the dynamic range is a little bit weird. I raised the exposure a little bit in these two pictures that I just took, so it may look a little bit different from the previous set of examples. This is like a wide open at 42 millimeter, and this is the 14 to 42 wide open at 42 millimeter. Same exact setting. Leica is clear winner here. You can see much more detail on the balcony on the back, and here just not as much. What about stopping it down? Stopping down 14 to 42. Looking pretty good here. Yeah. If we look at the previous shoot, the ones allegedly misfocused, this old one and these new one, a little bit better. Yeah, it still feels like it's focused on the branch. It's weird because I really was focusing on this part and then moved the frame over. The background is getting sharper. There's an improvement in the corner compared to wide open, 14 to 42, wide open, 14 to 42, stopped down. Okay, looks like there's some improvement. That's good. Let's check out the Leica version. Leica 12 to 60, stopped down. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Kind of similar, to be honest. Okay, I think Leica is sharper, more detail. If you look into the curtain here, is that a curtain? That's not a curtain, that's a fringe or something. I don't know, what's it called? Yeah, there's definitely more detail here than here. This is Leica. This is Lumix. 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 This is Leica. It's hard to tell, you know. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's check out the other corner. This corner. This is Lumix. This is Leica. Here you can see a very clear difference. The fan, the grill, you can really see a lot more detail in the Leica version. Yeah, it's just much sharper here. As opposed to this Lumix, it's just soft here. What about top right corner? Top right, Lumix, Leica, much better. Yeah, Lumix, Leica. Look at the line; they are very sharp and solid. In the Lumix, it's smudgy and foggy, hazy kind of look. So yeah, overall, it's a much better performance. And I shot another set of example I wanna show you real quick. Let's see, test here. This and this, both are shot at 42mm f7.1. One is Leica, the other one is Lumix. Let's see which one is which. If we zoom in, can we see the difference? This is one, and then we have another one. Blind test. I don't know which one is which right now, but let's take a guess. This one looks like more contrasty. This one looks more contrasty. This one less so. Let's see the towards the edge of the frame. A little bit weaker here. This one towards the edge of the frame retains pretty strong sharpness. Yeah, this one is definitely Leica. It's better contrast. And the edge of the frame is much more detailed. Look at this. This is smudged. All right, let's reveal. Let's see, what lens was this? Max aperture value 5.6. This is the Lumix 14 to 42. And this one, max aperture value of 3.9. This is the Leica 12 to 60. Yeah. It's pretty clear. You can clearly tell the difference actually, even with a blind test. This is Lumix, this is Leica. Right side corner, it's not in focus because the building is like in the foreground. Lumix, Leica. But in the center, you know, it's rather close. In the center, the difference is subtle. I really, the only way I could tell is by the contrast. The Leica version is more contrasty. So the center sharpness is actually pretty good by the this Lumix super compact little 14 to 42, but it falls off really quick when you go to the edge. So yeah, that's it. That's the mini little test today. Interesting information. Yeah. Hopefully this could be helpful for you when you choose lens. But I already have a Leica lens. Why do I pick the 14-42? Actually, I bought it for my GX800 for like a compact usage. This is perfect because the lens is so tiny. It's like it's smaller than many prime lenses, and super light. So yeah, it's gonna be my carry like a day-to-day just casual lens. And also on 16 megapixel sensor, you won't really see the weakness as much. I never noticed the edge sharpness when I shoot it with GX800, just because the sensor resolution is not that high, it's not demanding. So it might just look better on a GX800 because there's not much resolution anyway. It's like a 9 megapixel less. And on the G9 Mark II, you can really clearly tell the difference between the two lenses. All right, so that's the video, and I'm probably gonna put part of the segment into my future review of the lens, of the 14-42 lens. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.